Hello everybody and welcome back to another blind commentary of Avatar The Last Airbender Season 3 episode 14, The Boiling Rock, Part 1. Oh boy, this will be another two-parter, as you can see from the title and the title card and such things. And from my calculations, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 videos left. That's kind of sad, actually. But it's been a fun journey, wouldn't you say? So, I certainly hope you enjoy this. I don't know, I have no idea what this episode will contain, so we'll see. Let's just get to it.
Water.
Yeah.
Fire. Air. Long ago, the four nations lived together in harmony. Then, everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked.
Oh boy.
Only the Avatar, master of all four elements.
There's not really that much, like,
when the world needed
the series is really almost over. That's kind of sad, actually. Like, really sad.
The new Avatar, an Airbender
Oh well,
named Aang.
it's been
And
fun
although
at
his
least, so.
airbending skills are great, he has a lot to learn before he's ready to save anyone. But I believe Aang can save the world.
Yeah. That's cool.
Previously.
Okay.
Sokka's your name, right? My favorite prisoner used to mention you all the time. She was convinced you were going to come rescue her.
Used
Of
to.
course, you never came, and she gave up on you.
Where is Suki? How are we all gonna escape? We're not. You kids have to leave. You have to escape on Appa together.
Bye, Dad. We won't be apart for too long this time. I promise.
Okay, so what? It's not like they'll rescue them.
No one can make tea like Uncle, but hopefully I learned a thing or two. Would you like to hear Uncle's favorite tea joke?
Sure, I like jokes. Bring it.
I like jokes.
Okay, well, I can't remember how it starts, but the punchline is, "Leave me alone. I'm bushed."
That's a bad. Huh.
It's funnier when Uncle tells it.
Right. Maybe that's because he remembers the whole thing.
Yeah. Telling a joke without the startup is really. So.
It's nice to get a chance to relax a little. It hardly ever happens.
Hey, can I talk to you for a second?
Oh, this. Okay. So this is about Suki.
Someone was captured by the Fire Nation. Where would they be taken? What do you mean? Who was captured? When the invasion plan failed, some of our troops were taken. I just want to know where they might be. I can't tell you. What? Why not? Trust me. Knowing will just make you feel worse. It's my dad. He was captured too. I need to know what I put him through. It's not good, Sokka. Please. My guess is they were taken to the Boiling Rock. What's that? The highest security prison in the Fire Nation. It's on an island in the middle of a boiling lake. It's inescapable. So where is this place? Why do you need to know? What are you planning? Nothing. Boy, you're so paranoid.
But like,
It's
you're
in the
so
middle of a
paranoid.
volcano between here and the Fire Nation. You guys actually flew right past it on your way here. Thanks, Zuko. Just knowing makes me feel better. Yeah, I'm sure it does.
Oh boy. I at least hope that. I certainly hope Sokka is not planning to go alone. That's just dumb.
Not up to anything, huh? Fine, you caught me. I'm gonna rescue my dad. You happy now? I'm never happy. I have to do this.
I'm
The
never
invasion
happy.
plan was my idea. It was my decision to stay when things were going wrong. It's my mistake, and it's my job to fix it. I have to regain my honor. You can't stop me, Zuko.
Regain my honor.
Regain your honor? Believe me, I get it. I'm going with you. No. I have to do this alone. How are
Why?
you going to get there?
But-
On Appa? Last time I checked, prisons don't have bison daycares. We'll take my war balloon.
Oh. Okay. But why did they just leave together? Like,
What does it say?
whatever.
Need meat. Gone fishing. Back in a few days. Sokka and Zuko. One more thing. Aang, practice your firebending while I'm gone. Do 20 sets of fire fists and 10 hot squats every time you hear a badger frog croak. Zuko.
Nobody else has homework. 1 hot squat, 2 hot squat, 3 hot squat, 4 hot squat.
Okay. That's a way to like practice. Just yeah, just do these.
Pretty clouds. Yeah. Fluffy.
This integration of Zuko is so.
Oh, I didn't say anything.
This
You know,
integration
a
of
friend of
Zuko
mine
is so
actually designed
love.
balloons. No kidding. Yep.
This is so lovely.
Balloon. But for war, there's one thing my dad's good at, it's war. Yeah, it seems to run in the family. Hey, hold on, not everyone in my family is like that. I know, you've changed. I meant my uncle. He was more of a father to me. And I really let him down. I think your uncle would be proud of you.
So
Leaving your
where
home
would?
to come help us? That's hard. It wasn't that hard. Really? You didn't leave behind anyone you cared about? Well, I did have a girlfriend. May. That gloomy girl who sighs a lot? Yeah. Everyone in the Fire Nation thinks I'm a traitor. I couldn't drag her into it. My first girlfriend turned into the moon. That's rough, buddy.
I don't know. That's just funny to me. Like, I don't know. That's quite hilarious.
There it is. There's plenty of steam to keep us covered. As long as we're quiet, we should be able to navigate through it without being caught.
Okay. Huh. That's indeed a very interesting prison, but... Huh.
We're going down. The balloon's not working anymore. The air outside is just as hot as the air inside, so we can't fly.
Yeah.
Oh, so what are we supposed to do? I don't know. Crash landing?
Yeah, it's boiling, so... Success! Now how do you plan on getting out of there?
Get off the island if the balloon won't work. We'll figure something out. I suspected it might be a one-way ticket. You knew this would happen and you wanted to come anyway? My dad might be here. I had to come and see. Uncle always said I never thought things through. This is just crazy. Hey, I never wanted you to come along in the first place. And for the record, I always think things through. But my plans haven't exactly worked, so this time I'm playing it by ear. So there.
What?
What are you doing? It doesn't work anyway, and we don't want anyone to find it. I hope you know what you're doing. There's no turning back now.
You don't say, like... How are they gonna get out of this mess? Like, I don't know. Interesting. Certainly very interesting. It makes sense for that. Them to...
Disguises work.
Oh, hey,
We
look.
just need to lay low and find my dad as soon as possible.
Guards! There's a scuffle in the yard. Come on!
Okay. Probably his father, though.
I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
I'm going back to my cell.
Or
Stop right
not.
there, Chit-sang.
We can't blow our cover.
I've had it with your unruly behavior.
What did I do?
He wants to know what he did. Isn't that cute?
Yeah, very cute, sir. Super cute.
You didn't bow down when I walked by, Chit-sang.
What? That's not a prison
That-
rule.
Do it.
That name really sounds so... it really sounds like something else.
Make me.
And boom! Burn! Oh, okay.
Firebending is prohibited. You're going in the cooler. You! Help me take him in!
Meet back here in an hour.
Interesting. Interesting. Cooler. Are those like giant freezers? That's...
The warden will deal with you soon.
Hey, that's... Very
Leave this guy.
That's very reminiscent of a CAI torture method, I think. I mean, I know that's like a torture method. That it's used as a like below freezing temperature room is actually used as a torture method even to this day. So that's actually interesting. Also, a pretty cool way to like lock down and break a firebender.
Prisoners, am I right?
Tell me about it.
Hey, new guy. I know it's the rule to have your helmet on at all times, but this is the lounge. Relax.
But what if there's an incident? If I'm not prepared, someone could strike me on the head.
Give it a week. He'll loosen up.
Can the new guy ask you veterans a few questions about the prison?
No, you can't date the female guards.
Trust me, you don't want to.
No, that's not it. The Boiling Rock. It holds the Fire Nation's most dangerous criminals, right? So what about war prisoners?
Interesting. That's a pretty... I do like this whole concept, so... This reminds me a lot of like a certain game, so... But I can't remember which game, though.
It sure looks cold in there.
That's why we call it the cooler. He won't be firebending in there.
But he could, you know, like use the fire breath. You know, like what Zuko did. Couldn't he?
So, Chit-sang, I hear you used
That
firebending to
name.
try to escape. You should know better. I wasn't trying to escape.
He's lying! I saw him with my own eyes.
No one has ever escaped from here. I'd sooner jump in the boiling lake myself than let that record fall. Don't forget it. Now go back to your shivering.
Like, why doesn't he... How the heck...
Hey there.
Actually? Upon reconsideration, like, electricity flows differently in below freezing temperatures. So, it actually does make sense. Who knew? It actually still... That's interesting. Like, the theory I have, like, it does actually fit into the series pretty well. Interesting.
Fellow guard. How goes it? Zuko? Shh. Listen, I asked around the lounge. There are no Water Tribe prisoners. I'm afraid your father's not here.
What?
Are you sure? Did you double check? Yeah, I'm sure.
So they're probably somewhere else.
No! I'm really sorry, Sokka. So we came all this way for nothing? I failed. Again. What would Uncle say? Sometimes clouds have two sides, a dark and light, and a silver lining in between. It's like a silver sandwich. So, when life seems hard, take a bite out of the silver sandwich. Maybe we haven't...
I know I'm pausing on, but what the fuck? What? What? Oh, that's absurd. What does that even mean? What does it mean? Oh my god, that's so stupid. What? Okay, back to
After all,
what?
the spirit. I can't believe that worked. I didn't even know what I was saying. No, what you said made no sense at all. But look, it's Suki.
Prisoners, in yourselves!
Oh hey, that's cool. Wow, actually, huh? He recognized her pretty well.
What is it? Did I do something wrong?
You mean you don't recognize me?
You people all look the same to me.
Oh?
Racist.
Then maybe you recognize this.
Sokka! It's you!
The other Kyoshi warriors, are they here?
No, I don't know where they are. They locked me in here because I'm the leader.
Well, you won't be here for long. I'm getting you out.
I'm so glad to see you, Sokka. I knew you'd come.
I have a feeling that there's something. She'll betray him, or you know, it could be actually touching.
Excuse me. I need to get into that cell.
No, you can't go in there. The lights are out. The prisoner could sneak up on you.
Step aside, fool. Hey, hey! What are you doing? Guard! Help! I think he's an imposter! Arrest him!
Huh, interesting. Impulsive as ever, I suppose.
Get him off me and arrest him!
Why didn't they actually have a good plan there?
You're under arrest. Don't worry, I'll figure it out.
Certainly. Huh.
Well, well, well. I never thought I'd find you in here, Prince Zuko.
How did you know who I am?
How could I not? You broke my niece's heart.
Oh.
You're May's uncle? I never meant to hurt her.
Quiet! You're my special prisoner now, and you best behave.
Oh.
These criminals found out who you are. The traitor prince who let his nation down. Why, they tear you to shreds.
So what's in it for you? Why don't you just tell my father and collect a reward?
Oh, in due time, believe me, I intend to collect.
Okay. It's very hard to comment on this. This is just intriguing all around.
Oh, good. You guys have met.
Actually, we met a long time ago.
We did?
Yeah, you kind of burned down my village.
Oh, sorry about that. Nice to see you again. So listen, I think I have an escape plan. I checked out the coolers again. The whole point of them is to keep firebenders contained, right? Yeah. So they're completely insulated and sealed to keep the cold in. Well, to
Okay.
keep the cold in, it also has to keep the heat out, right?
Just get to the point, Sokka.
It's a perfect boat for getting through the boiling water. The cooler as a boat? Are you sure? I'm telling you,
What?
it'll work. I walked around the perimeter. There's a blind spot between two guard towers. It's the perfect launching point. I already tested it out. We'll roll the cooler into the water and just float with the current. It'll take us straight across. As long as we don't make a sound,
Clever.
no one will notice. And bing bang boom, we're home free.
But how are you gonna get the cooler out?
Yeah, how are you going to get the cooler out?
Hello.
We didn't
Is it
say
Shang?
that. Yeah, you heard wrong.
I heard you hatching an escape plan, and I went in.
There's nothing to get in on. Yeah, the only thing we're hatching is an egg.
Okay, well, I come with you or the warden hears about this egg, too.
I guess we have no choice.
Okay, you're in. Now, first we need someone to unbolt the cooler. From the inside.
Oh, I can get you inside.
Okay.
Hey, what are you, stupid? Watch where you're going!
Hey, you watch who you're shoving.
I think you mean whom I'm shoving.
Ah, clever. Mm-hmm.
I need backup over here.
No firebending. Into the cooler.
It's actually sort of interesting that they don't keep them there that long. I mean, it would be very deadly, but whatever.
I can take you back to your cell if you've learned your lesson.
Oh yeah,
I have.
called it. I knew he could do
Suki
that.
and Chit-sang out of their cells a few minutes ago. They'll be waiting for us at the shore. Someone's coming.
Yeah, new arrivals coming in at dawn.
Anybody interesting?
Nah, just the usual. Some robbers, couple traders, some war prisoners. Though I did hear there might be a pirate.
No fooling.
War prisoners. It could be your father. I know. Well, what should we do? Are we going ahead with the plan or are we waiting another night? I don't know. Is it right for me to risk Suki's freedom? All of our freedom on the slim chance that my dad is gonna show up? It's your call, Sokka.
That's an interesting dilemma.
Took you guys long enough. This here's my girl and my best buddy. They're coming too.
Fine. Everybody in the cooler. Let's go. Are you sure you want to go? You're the one who said you wanted to redeem yourself. Redeem your honor. Rescuing your dad is your chance.
Your dad?
If I had just cut my losses at the invasion, maybe we wouldn't be in this mess. Maybe sometimes it's just better to call it quits before you fail. No, it's not. Look, Sokka, you're going to fail a lot before things work out. That's supposed to make me feel better? Even though you'll probably fail over and over and over again. Seriously, not helping. You have to try every time. You can't quit because you're afraid you might fail.
Hey, if you two are done cuddling, can we get a move on?
No, I'm staying. You guys go. You've been here long enough.
I'm not leaving without you, Sokka.
I'm staying too.
Not me, I'm out. Oh, baby.
Oh man, he's...
Our only chance of escaping. I hope we haven't just made a huge mistake.
Oh! That's a cool, like, build-up for the... Ah, look, it doesn't actually keep all of that heat out.
Ah, this current is so slow. I can use this to battle.
That's a bad idea. Yeah.
Guards, secure the perimeter and lock down the prisoners. Now!
That fire whip is really cool, but...
The plan failed! They're caught!
Get the fugitives and throw them in the cooler.
They are in a cooler, sir.
One that's bolted down and not floating in the water. This is a lockdown. We have new prisoners arriving. Everything must be completely secure.
Oh, that could actually just kill them. Yeah, like that. Oh, hey, look. How lucky it didn't actually... It didn't just like, you know, sink that ship.
This is it.
And who's in?
If my dad's not there, we risked everything for nothing.
We had to.
Come on, come on. Is that him? My dad doesn't have a nose ring. Where is he? That's it? That can't be it.
I'm sorry, Sokka.
Oh, no.
Hey, you! Get off the gondola!
Is it? It is. Yeah, it definitely is. Yeah, that's cool.
Dad.
Alrighty. I think this was one of those episodes that was actually aired as like one part. In what, like, that both of the pieces were not aired together. So, yeah. About this episode, on the other hand, what do I say? Well, you could say it's a slow boil. I hate myself. Yeah, so, I don't know. It's kind of hard to say about this episode, though. Like, it was by... Why did I take my headset off? Whatever. So, it's a very slow episode. Like, holy... Multiple swear words. It's a very slow episode. And not really all that eventful. It's a good build-up, though, and it had a lot of good moments in it. So, I mean, it wasn't boring or unbearable. It just was... It was very slow, methodical, and uneventful. So, not all that much happened in it, and... I don't know. It will build up to the next episode. It builds up the next episode really well, though, but, like, not that much even happened. Like, I'm not actually even gonna go over this scene by scene, because there's not much to say. I do like the whole prison design. I like the whole idea of this. It's a cool place to store prisoners, and it makes sense. The whole cooler idea was cool. It's a very interesting thing, but I don't know. There's not much to it, though. Like, it wasn't by no means bad. I did enjoy it, though, but like, it just wasn't very eventful. Not that much happened. It wasn't very exciting or something like that. But it did have tense moments in it. I don't know. It just didn't have enough something in it, but it was fine by any means. It was still fine, so let's just get to the next episode, I suppose.
Water.
So, yeah.
Fire. Air.
Let's see how the build-up actually goes, because that's that first part is very hard to like evaluate on its own, since it's just a build-up to this episode. I don't know.
But when the world needed him most, he vanished. 100 years passed, and my brother and I discovered the new Avatar, an airbender named Aang. And although his airbending skills are great, he has a lot to learn before he's ready to save anyone. But I believe Aang can save the world.
Previously on Avatar.
Yeah.
It's my dad. He was captured too. My guess is they were taken to the boiling rock.
Although, there's one thing I did like. Like, I do like that this is a Zuko and Sokka like focused two episodes, because they are the two of my favorite characters after all. So I really do like this because they get a lot more character development and scenes together, and that really does make it a lot better. So let's see how well this episode handles it.
It's inescapable. We just need to lay low and find my dad as soon as possible.
Stop right there, Chit-sang. I've had it with your unruly behavior.
Oh god, that name though.
It's Suki.
He's very...
I'm so glad to see
I really feel like
I knew you'd
that
come.
Chit-Sang is
I
really
heard you
reminiscent
hatching
of
an
someone.
escape plan, and I went in.
He looks a lot
Well,
like someone, but I can't remember
I never
who.
thought I'd find you in here, Prince Zuko.
Hmm.
How did you know who I am?
You broke my niece's heart.
You're May's uncle?
Yeah, new arrivals coming in at dawn.
Anybody interesting?
Nah, just the usual. Some robbers, couple traitors, some war prisoners.
War prisoners. It could be your father.
Yeah. And it is. Yeah, that's...
Dad.
This recap really? No, that recap was really pointless, seeing as these are the same, like in the same video. Literally only a few minutes between the episodes.
Line them up for the warden.
Line them up.
Dad. Excuse me, coming through. The warden wants me over there. Sorry.
Welcome to the Boiling Rock. I'm sure you've all heard the horrible rumors about our little island. Well, I just want to tell you that they don't have to be true, as long as you do everything I say. Look me in the eye when I'm talking to you.
No.
Oh, you'd rather look at my shoes? Then take a look! I know exactly who you are, Hakoda of the Water Tribe.
Hakoda?
Strong-willed. But don't worry, we'll get rid of that in time.
Are we not?
Now look me in the eye.
Have we heard that
See?
his name
Isn't
actually
that better?
before?
You will all do as I say, or pay the price. You will all...
Have we actually
Okay, sir.
heard his
I'm
name
fine.
before?
Get these prisoners out of my sight.
At least the freezer won't be, or the cooler won't be that bad for him, so... Or it won't disable his firebending, but like... He's not waterbender, right? So, whatever.
Thank goodness you're okay.
If you take one step closer, you'll see just how okay I am.
Dad, it's me.
Sokka. I said,
Oh, that's... Oh, that's...
no, Sokka. You should be more careful with that guard outfit on. I almost punched you in the gut.
Yeah, I ran into that problem earlier.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that was touching. Oh, Chit-Sang.
Are you comfortable, Chit-Sang?
If you're trying to get me to talk, forget it. I'm not a squealer.
Chit-Sang, I only ask you if you are comfortable.
Well, yeah, actually, I am pretty comfortable.
You won't be for long, bitch.
Are you still comfortable?
No.
I know you and your cronies are not smart enough to come up with that little escape plan. So you're gonna tell me who is?
Okay. And so begins the torch. I wonder if they'll just burn scars into him, like... That's how I'd do it.
Where's Bato? Where's everyone else from the invasion?
The others are being held at a prison near the Fire Nation Palace.
Oh,
They singled me out as their
the same
leader.
place where Iroh was.
But before I left, I met some young women who said they knew you.
Hey.
The Oceanama fighters?
You mean the Kyoshi warriors?
That's right.
Their leader Suki is here, and she's gonna escape with us.
Good. We'll need all the help we can get.
And you know Prince Zuko?
The son of the Fire Lord? I don't know him, but I know of him.
Well, he's here too.
Sounds like a major problem.
Actually, he's on our side now. I know, I had the same reaction. After all he's done, it was hard to trust him. But he's really proven himself, and I never would have found you without his help.
So, do you have a plan?
We had one, but some of the other prisoners got involved and ruined it. I don't know if there's another way off this island.
Sokka, there's no prison in the world that can hold 2 Water Tribe geniuses.
Then we better find 2.
It's really heartwarming to see them together.
Zuko, are you there? I'm here. I just got done talking to my dad. We came up with an escape plan together.
What are you doing here?
I was just telling this dirty lowlife what I think of him.
Well, you'll have to do that later. He's coming with us.
Why?
Okay.
We have orders straight from the warden. That's why.
Could I just get 10 more seconds to rough him up a bit?
Fine, 10 seconds.
Take that! And this!
Newbie.
We have a new plan, but it's gonna need a big distraction. Be in the yard in 1 hour.
All right, that's enough.
Sorry, I'm just... I froze up for a moment.
I didn't do anything wrong.
Come on, Zuko. We all know that's a lie.
Oh, hey, me.
May.
A bit...
How is he?
Oh.
I think he's ready to talk.
I wonder if May will like...
Have you had enough time to think
Cool.
about what I asked?
Yes,
And?
you're right. There was another person involved in the escape plan.
Who?
Your
It's a guy
ass.
who's disguised like a prison guard, only he's not a prison guard. He's the mastermind. He came up with the plan.
That was easy. Huh. I didn't think he was that
How did you know?
easy to break.
Because I know you so well.
But how?
The warden's my uncle, you idiot.
Oh.
The truth is, I guess I don't know you. All I get is a letter. You could have at least looked me in the eye when you ripped out my heart.
I didn't mean to.
You didn't mean to? Dear May, I'm sorry that you have to find out this way, but I'm leaving.
Stop! This isn't about you. This is about the Fire Nation.
Thanks, Zuko. That makes me feel all better.
May, I never wanted to hurt you. But I have to do this to save my country.
Save it? You're betraying your country.
That's not how I see it.
That... it's cool.
Sokka, what's going on?
I don't have much time. If I'm seen with you, the guards might think something's up. I just talked to my dad.
That's great.
Yeah, and we're escaping today. On the gondola.
What?
My dad and I came up with the plan together. We're gonna come
Okay.
into the gondola and we're gonna take a hostage with us so they won't cut
That
the
was
lines.
obvious.
We'll never make it onto the gondola. There's too many guards.
My dad already thought of that. He said we'll need a distraction. That's why we're gonna start a prison riot.
Okay, let's say by some miracle
This-
this all works and we make
that
it on
will-
the gondola. The warden will still just cut the lines, even if we have a captive.
Not if the warden is the captive. I have to go. I'll find you before we start the riot.
That, I...
Hey,
Yeah, because
the
that
warden
riot
wants to
will
see
work.
you.
Why?
I don't know. I didn't ask.
Maybe I could schedule another time with him? How's tomorrow?
He wants to see you now.
Okay.
Put him in the line.
Everything escalated quickly.
One of you is an imposter who thought he could fool me. But now, that person is going to be in a lot of trouble. Who is it?
Well, I wonder if he'll betray.
That's him, Warden. He's the imposter.
No, he won't. Of course not.
What? I am not!
Nice!
He's lying! He's a liar!
Nice! Ah, that's cool.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me!
Save your breath. I know you've been working together. You threw Chit Sang in the very cooler they used to escape. It was all part of your plan.
That was just a coincidence!
Sir, there's someone to see you.
Who told you to interrupt me?
I did.
Oh my goodness! Well, That certainly wasn't expected. Oh, but he's probably there. She's probably there to see his brother.
Welcome you to the Fire Nation's most exemplary prison. I didn't realize you were coming.
That waistline on Ty Lee, though.
Who's this?
He's a guard who was involved in a recent and feeble escape attempt.
It wasn't me!
Quiet, you!
You're wasting your time. That's not one of them.
How do you know?
Because I'm a people person.
Clever. Oh, Azula
I
is so
just got orders.
badass.
Let the prisoners out into the yard.
But we're in the middle of lockdown.
Oh, okay. I'll just go tell the warden you said that. I'm sure he'll be glad to hear about you undermining his authority. What's your name again?
Wait, don't tell the warden. I'm just a little confused.
Hey, I'm confused too. But the warden's in a bad mood and irrational. So if you ask me, it's best not to question it and just do what he says.
Yeah, you're right. We're letting them out!
Oh my god. I just freaking love Sokka. That's amazing how he succeeds in this. That's so stupid. Like... it makes them look so incompetent.
We have to start a riot.
Okay, how do we do that?
I'll show you.
Sit-chang? Sit-chang?
Oh, hey! What'd you do that for? That hurt my feelings. Aren't you mad at me? Well, normally I would be, but I've been learning to control my anger.
This isn't working.
Hey, you! You're lucky I didn't rat you out. But my generosity comes with a price. I know you're planning another escape attempt, and I want in.
Actually, we're trying to escape right now, but we need a riot. You wouldn't happen to know how to start one, would you?
A prison riot? Please.
Okay.
Hey!
The Rock. That's
Impressive.
Forget about controlling my anger. Let's riot!
That escalated quickly. Ah.
Let these prisoners into the yard! This is supposed to be a lockdown!
Oh my
Ma'am, there's a
goodness.
riot going on. I'm here to protect you.
I don't need any protection.
Believe me, she doesn't.
I'm sorry, but I'm under direct orders from your uncle to make sure nothing happens.
Get off of me!
Zuko, good. We're all here. Now all we need to do is grab the warden and get to the gondolas. And how do we do that? I'm not sure. I thought you thought this through. You told me it's okay not to think everything through. Maybe not everything, but this is kind of important.
Hey, fellas, I think your girlfriend's taking care of it.
Neat. Oh, hey, look. She's a ninja. I completely forgot. What the fuck?
You wouldn't dare.
Whoa! What?
Sorry, Warden. You're my prisoner now. We've got the Warden. Now let's get out of here.
That some girl.
Tell me about it.
I'm gonna need a second here. What the fuck? What was that? Oh! I mean, I know parkour is an art, but still, like, what? How the heck did that work? Oh. gosh. Oh man. Oh, that's cool. Oh god, that was awesome. I'm glad we got to see more of Suki. Oh, that was amazing.
We're almost there.
And Azula.
Back off. We've got the warden.
And Azula comes. Now, they'll probably be already escaping before Azula comes, but you know. Oh, this is
Everyone in.
okay. How about Zuko though? Okay. And jump, jump. That's a long jump. That was a
What are you doing? I'm making it so they can't stop us.
yeah.
Way to think ahead.
We're
You
on our
don't
way.
say.
Wait, who's that?
Oh,
That's a problem.
oh, and
You're a friend.
she's gonna run up the cable. This'll be bad. This'll be real bad. Oh gosh. Or Ty Lee will run up the cable, but why didn't Azula do that as well? Oh, you know, she could be a rocket. That works as well.
This is a rematch I've been waiting for.
Me too.
But you know, you have the advantage now. Okay. This will be quite exciting. I wonder if Aang and the gang will show up. The gang will show up, like the rest of them at least. Dude, really agile women. This is kind of funny, like, from the 5 participants, 3 of them are women. Really shows how, like, equal, or how equal this, like, whole setting is. Yeah. But that's no lightning, so...
There's the warden. I see him.
Cut the line!
He wants us to cut the line.
But if we cut the line, there's no way he'll survive.
He knows that.
Nice. That's pretty cool actually from the build-up of the previous episode that he said that he'd rather jump into the lake himself than let anyone escape. That's cool. That's really awesome. Okay. Neato.
They're about to cut the line!
And Azula will say no. Yes, no, maybe so. Jumping that? Whatever.
Then it's time to leave. Goodbye, Zuko.
Oh, that's just so funny. I didn't even think, like, it's Azula has become a rocket. Yeah, they just left a lot of people there to die. So.
They're cutting the line. The gondola's about to go.
I hope this thing floats.
It won't. It's pretty cool to see that they are prepared. Oh, hey, look.
Saving the jerk who dumped me.
That's... interesting to see like that Mai is doing. May, whatever. Holy crap! She is incredibly powerful, like what the heck?
Who is that? It's May.
What is she doing?
Yeah. What? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh my.
Sorry, Warden. Your record is officially broken.
Well, we made it out. Now what?
Zuko, what are you doing? My sister was on that island. Yeah, and she's probably right behind us, so let's not stop. What I mean is she must have come here somehow.
Yeah,
There.
of course. Ah
That's our
shit.
way out of here.
Or a freaking war balloon. That's cool.
Leave us alone.
This'll be ugly.
Never expected this from you. The thing I don't understand is why. Why would you do it? You know the consequences.
I guess you just don't know people as well as you think you do. You miscalculated. I love Zuko more than I fear you.
No, you miscalculated! You should have feared me more!
And
Come on! Let's get out of here!
You're both fools!
yeah.
Do with them, Princess.
Put them somewhere I'll never have to see their faces again. And let them rot!
Interesting. Interesting. Huh.
What are you doing in this thing? What happened to the war balloon?
It kind of got destroyed.
Sounds like a crazy fishing trip. Did you at least get some good meat?
I did. Meat of all. The meat of friendship and fatherhood.
I'm new. What's up, everybody?
Dad.
Hi, Katara.
Oh, sorry, I'm laughing, but like, meat usually refers to something else.
You're here. What is going on? Where did you go?
We kind of went to a Fire Nation prison.
Seriously. You guys didn't find any meat?
Oh, they did. They did get a lot of man meat. I'm so immature. Gosh. Oh my! Okay, so the second part really does make these two parts a really great one, though. So, oh gosh, I really do like this. I hadn't really talked about this very much. Like, of course, like, I don't know if I should talk about like inequality between sexes, but I really do like how it's portrayed. Like, females in this series are portrayed as some of the most powerful major factors, like the Kyosho warriors, Azula, Katara is very important, the princess was very important, like the water tribe princess who became, I can't remember her name though. And then the whole antagonist trio is composed of only girls. Like, I really do like how equal women are in this series. That's really cool. And how powerful, actually. Like, that moment with Suki was just freaking amazing. I know like parkour is a thing, but holy crud, she really is a ninja. Oh man, that's awesome. I really got a kick out of that. You saw me break down. That was awesome. Oh, okay, so yeah. In the end, I did like the first part was something like where I didn't really enjoy it that much, but this one, or like rather, it was very, very neutral for me. Like, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't anything interesting. This one, however, oh my gosh, it was so much fun. I do have a very big complaint, however, and this is, it makes the Fire Nation look like a bunch of fools. It really portrays them as idiots, and that's a really big problem for me, because it makes them seem, you could say it makes them seem more human, but I say it makes them look more of a fools, because this was their top security prison, and it was very simple to come up with that escape plan. So, and even though it was very close, still, I don't know, I would have preferred them to, like, I don't know, they seemed way too stupid for me, or easily tricked. I mean, I don't know, this is a very silly, very, like, strange complaint, considering that it really makes just Sokka seem more awesome. But still, Sokka, Suki, and Zuko. I didn't even consider that. Like, I don't know. It really makes them seem incompetent, and that's something I really don't like that much. On the other hand, it was a freaking awesome episode. I really got a kick out of it. It was really fun. But mostly just fun. It wasn't like... It had those intriguing, like, character development episode scenes, but those were mostly for Zuko and Mei, and although I do very much like that, they were just in the end, and that's the problem I have with it. I would have preferred them to have more of those, although this does make, I don't know, I would have preferred more of those scenes, but I still did like this episode quite a lot, or these two parts. I did like them a lot, but there's just some problems with it. But I mean, no series is perfect, so it's not such a big deal, I think. So whatever. But it had problems. That's the point I'm trying to get across. It was very fun. It was a very fun episode, but it had problems. Let's go over it scene by scene. Yeah, this whole introduction of the whole prisoners like this was just fine, and it really did show that the Water Tribe leader does have some balls. Well, that's cool, and it also, like, really shows us the Warden's personality as well, and he is very, like, I actually don't think that the Warden is a bad, like, as a personality. Like, I do like how his personality is, like, shown. Like, he might be very, very simple-minded and mostly just driven to make his prison flourish. And yeah, you could consider that bad, or you could say that he's just very dedicated to his job. I actually think about it like in that way, so it doesn't really make it so bad. And then this reuniting with Sokka and his father was just really touching. I really like that. Then this whole start of the dojo was a really good build-up. More of this character episode with Sokka and his father, really cool. And also this little trick here with, like, just wanting to beat Zuko up was also really fun. I really did like this way of conveying the message of the message of the prison breaks. I really did like that one as well. So yeah, about that betrayal thing, I really did like how that betrayal thing, like, that Stitchang? Whatever, this big guy, like, he didn't actually betray them, and because he knew that he would still have another chance to escape, and this one probably a better one. So I really did like that one. He left his friends behind though, and then this confrontation between Zuko and Mei was actually a little disappointing. It didn't have that much in it. It was fine, but it wasn't enough for me. Good moment between freaking duck face. Another good moment between like Sokka and Suki. Actually, this is very interesting of the whole animation of Avatar. They're actually like in most animes, flip flaps, if you don't know, the mouth movements, are done with like only 3 poses, and that's open, half open, and closed. But here they are actually more detailed, and they are very well pronounced, so that they really do accentuate the emotions that they have, and it really does portray it even like they fit the characters even more, and it makes it seem a lot more detailed than it is, because the faces don't really have that much detail in them, but the mouths really do make up for that little problem. I haven't really talked about that much, but it's a really simple detail. Although overall the faces are very simplistic. One other thing I haven't really noted so far about the whole graphical detailing is like the characters all have like really distinct faces, so they don't really resemble each other very much. On the other hand, they use this very much of this shortcut that they use like some mask or something to make it simpler. But that's a good way to do it, because they always explain those masks, and that's a really good way to like make it easier for the animators, and that's a really cool shortcut. I really do like how they have used that as well, while at the same time when we have more faces on the screen, they really do like have different faces, and that really makes it seem more detailed, and it is more detailed. It's, oh man, I'm just freaking graphics buff. I really do like the whole visual design of Avatar, so yeah. Yeah, this freaking introduction or return of Azula was really badass. Then again, this moment here, you know, that's what I thought. You know what I said about the faces? They are very simple. Like, you can easily mistake Sokka for someone else, but that's the whole point of the masks. So yeah, this scene here, however, makes the Fire Nation soldiers look like really, or the guards look like real idiots, and that's the problem I had. But that it makes Sokka look more badass, so it's fine. That was a funny joke. Oh, yeah, whatever. It was also kind of funny, like how Sid Chang, or whatever this guy's name was immediately able to start up the prison riots. I really did like that as well, so that's cool. And then, oh my, first off, of course, this here, Zuko's escape and locking down May. I really have the feeling, this was where like this episode redeemed itself for me on the whole more personal aspect, that this little confrontation between Zuko and May, it really did make up the episode for me. So I really did. Here I started to like more like this episode on a more personal and character developmental level. So yeah, because it was so simple, it was quick, but it was effective. And then, oh my god, we're just gonna watch this again, because holy crap. Yeah, I know, sounds have been muted, but oh my gosh, Suki is just... Oh, this is just something like a freaking spider. That's so amazing. Oh. Oh. I just love that scene. That's so cool. Oh man. I wanna... Yeah. Oh, this was such a cool freaking scene. I just don't know how to otherwise say about my love for this episode. This was really cool because of that. Like, oh, this was one of the most awesome moments ever. This quick, really, Azula became a rocket. This was a really something. I mean, I should have seen it coming, but still, it was kind of funny to see Azula become a rocket, I suppose. Ah, that's so silly. But that's the point. It's mostly just so silly that I mean, it's supposed to be silly, but still, I don't know. It doesn't really fit that well because I mean, it's just too silly. This fight, on the other hand, was just pretty cool. I wonder how Suki was now able to hand up, like fight up to Tai Li. Like that's, I wonder. Whatever. And of course, Azula was by no means a slouch here, so that's cool. Oh, that looks strange. Whatever. Yeah, it was a pretty cool fight scene. And then this whole like end here, like this moment here where the warden just yells, "Got the line!" That was something else. It really was like, huh. Well, he's dedicated to his job, I suppose. So yeah. And then this whole ending, like where we get to see like Tai Li and Mei betray them, was really something I really like. Azula was totally going to kill her here, but yeah. Oh wow, I didn't even realize. Mei looks like she has completely forfeited her life here. Ah, that's cool. But yeah, this was a very interesting thing. Like, it'll definitely come back soon, really soon. That they have betrayed Azula, but yeah, it's cool, whatever. And then this whole ending joke was just fun. It was just fine. And the whole them reuniting, it was just touching. Oh man. I don't know. There could be more I could say about this episode, but let's just immediately get to the end credits. So, or outro rather. I really did get a kick out of this episode. But it was still freaking silly, and it was mostly just harmless fun. But it also did have a lot of story importance, and it did have some character building, it did have a lot of world building, and but mostly my problem is that it was maybe a bit too silly and fun. But it was still fine, like, I enjoyed it, and it was still taken seriously, so I don't know. It was a bit too silly for me. But that doesn't ruin the episode for me. Or the 2 episodes, rather. The first part was still a bit too slow, but it was a very good build-up to this one, so, you know, it's cool. So, that's my thoughts. I have nothing else to actually say here. So, without further ado, I thank you all very much for watching. Leave your thoughts about this episode down below, like, do you agree with my points? But I mean, probably there are. I'm very certain that there are a lot of people who disagree with me because I had some complaints about the funny things about the episode, and I think like I'm just a really deadpan guy, so you know, I'm just a killjoy. So yeah, thank you for watching. Have a great day and stay awesome. I'll see you in the next video. Ganmu out.